Everybody, and my name is Alexis Sims, and I'm the Family and Educator Resource Center facilitator. So this session today is about the Family and Educator Resource Center and some of the things that we offer. Let me share my screen. Let's see. Okay. So I would like to start off with just a little poll to kind of see where everyone is. And for this poll, we're going to use it a few times throughout the session today. So, and you can look in the comments to just copy and paste the computer link if that is easy for you, or you can use text message and you can text Alexis Sims 899 to 22333. And one of the questions to just start out with is, what is one strength of your family unit you have noticed since the quarantine started? And then once you send in that, it'll give you it'll let you know when once you can start and you can send in your reply. All right, so we have one for create fun games. I'll probably give it just about another minute if anybody else was interested in participating. All right. So it looks like we have happiness, commitment, and health. No, this is actually going in, so we can't read them out all together. And it's switching up some, but thank you all for participating and sending in some of the things that you all have found strengths within your family unit. So, the mission of the Family Educator Resource Center is to help ensure that each Henrico County public school student has the right to achieve and support to succeed by providing information, education, and support to families, caregivers, educators, and students. So, just with a breakdown of how we support our mission, then we start with information. So one of the things that we have with information is a community resource guide, which is a guide that we have in office that we use to provide resources for families, or if it is support for our family advocates or community partners. We have a tutoring list that I keep on hand for families who may be interested in a tutor. They can email me to get access to that list. We are always looking to add new people to that list. So primarily it's educators who also serve a role in providing tutoring services. And then we also use we do have a free tutoring resource that we refer families to through Henrico County Public Libraries. We have a partner posting board, which is actually in the physical resource center, where we will put up information that we have, or just different flyers that we have from some of our partners. And then just since COVID first began back in March, then we did help with the Family and Community Engagement Department creating just a community resource list that you can find online at the Henrico County Schools COVID-19 resource page. So then the other thing that we do is we help to educate parents. So we do that through workshops, and we have the Family Learning Series. So with that Family Learning Series, I can take you to the link. And this is our Family Learning Series page. And you'll be able to see the upcoming sessions as well as previous sessions from the Family Educator Resource Center and the recordings that are available for those. And then we have a Linden Library, which is we have a wall of books for families with just different information, and that ranges anywhere from potty training, IEP support, DD waivers. It's a lot of different resources that we have through that Linden Library. And then in each Henrico County school, there are 2 school and individualized education program kits, which is also an IEP kit. In those kits, it is resources and information to help parents just kind of understand their role, their rights, their child rights, and ways that they can be more active in their IEP, or even just understanding a lot of the words and the language that are involved with the IEP. And we typically would have summer push-in. So in 2018 and 2019, we did summer push-in. And the picture that I have down here is one of the pictures from that the summer push-in, where we would go around and really promote summer learning to kind of help with that curve the summer slope. And we would really come out to have different resources, whether it be math games, reading games. We used to have a money game that the kids absolutely loved. And just fun ways to get them excited and still engaged in learning throughout the summer. All right, so then next we have support. So with support, we have food pantry. So the food pantries have looked a lot different since COVID had come around, but the picture that you see on the bottom right of the screen, that's actually some of the donations that we received from the Food Mother that we had a call out, and the schools actually were able to come and pick up food to take back to their schools so that they have food pantries on site. We do school supplies for students. It's also with the same concept. The schools they get bulk resources for school supplies from us. We have Big Blue, which I know a lot of you all are familiar with, and we do book giveaways through Big Blue whenever it comes out. And then starting in June, we had the community conversation series that started. So the community conversation series was prompted just from, we saw a lot of things online that parents needed a space to talk, parents, students, and staff. So that's how we kind of did a breakdown for our community conversations. And those are also listed on that Family Learning Series page if you're interested in joining. The next community conversation is going to be geared towards schools, which is going to be on July 20th. And then the last piece of support that we offer is one-on-one support for parents or guardians. And typically that is primarily through if someone is having difficulties with really connecting with some of the things that they may need or understanding special education, IEPs, 504s, then that's one of the things where I would step in to provide some additional resources for them. All right, so we have another poll, and this is what VFLS, which is the Virtual Learning Series sessions or topics, would be helpful for your family. So as I look to creating these, I like to create different sessions based on what people need. And one of the best ways to figure out what they need is from actually hearing from you all. So if you all can take about 2 minutes, it's going to be the same text links to just send in what a topic you feel would be helpful.
Where is the text line? Oh,
So we have IEP support for one, social emotional health for students with special needs during the pandemic, grandparenting, absolutely. All right. So thank you all so much for your input on those. So the next thing we have is just access. So typically, then we would have the mobile resource center, which is Big Blue, which you can see pictured. And then we also have a physical resource center, which is at the New Bridge Learning Center on 9 Mile Road. Right now with COVID, we're not making a decision about kind of how we're going to operate until we have a final decision on how the schools are going to operate. And then I will have an update for what that will look like with Big Blue, so that we can just make sure that our plan is aligned with everything, and we can keep everyone safe. But the other way to reach out through me is through email, or you can leave a voicemail, and I'll get to the phone number in a bit. But this presource at henrico.k12.va.us is the email address that you can reach me at if you all have specific questions or if you need to send parents who need information to me.